Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrecked League. I'm here again with Gulen. Say hello, Gulen? Oh,
What's up,
okay.
guys?
Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So we're here today with the semifinals of Team Scuttle versus Team Blue Sentinel. So let's get into the matchups. In the top lane, we have Alduma versus Shadow of Old. So I got a question. Who's gonna show up today? Are we seeing Shadow of Old today? Are we seeing the Shadow of Old? Or are we seeing that other guy that they've been subbing in every week?
Yeah, I think we're all hoping to see some Shadow of Old, and maybe even a very special Shadow of Gold if he can bring it. But
I certainly hope so. Here are the champions to look
yeah,
for. I think the my caster pick would be that Aduma's gonna at some point pick up Vlad in this season, or at least draw a ban on that character. And I think Shadow of Old will also go with the Galio at some point, or draw a ban. Which is a weird pick for the Galio top lane, but I think it's something that will work really well with their team.
yeah.
Um,
We've seen some weird picks out of Shadow of Old before. I don't know if we've seen Galio, but we've seen Soraka, and that's pretty weird. So at this point, nothing will surprise me really coming from Shadow of Old.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's look into the bot lane now. We have the matchup of Ziggy's versus Darth Ted, and I really think that this matchup is going to be controlled by who gets Caitlyn and who gets Kai'Sa. Um, or if that matchup even happens at all. Is Caitlyn going to be in the game? Because then the Kai'Sa probably won't be.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see the Caitlyn prioritized above the Kai'Sa. And that Kai'Sa, yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I'm not sure we'll see both of them in the same game. I think Kai'Sa will just become a popular pick if Caitlyn gets banned out.
Right. So, okay, cool. So from there, I think we can just send it right in to champ select. We are going to be running this on the Pro Draft tools. So, Team Blue Sentinel has the first ban.
Yep, we'll see what they end up pulling out.
Take out
Swain
the
ban.
Swain. Yep.
Yep, and you can understand that we know that Aduma is strong on that champion. I'm sure Aether Fox is maybe fairly competent at that as well.
Oh, something I forgot to mention. Rice is not able to play this week, so Keckrator is subbing in for him. So that's why you see Team Scuttlecrab ripping out the Tarek ban, or one of the reasons.
A good
Because,
ban against the Keckrator.
yep. I will say that Rice also plays that champion a lot, so could have also been a ban at him. They're very similar players, so worked out.
Is it actually a Trundle ban?
It is actually a Trundle ban.
Okay. I always see the Trundle ban. I guess they're scared of that.
Yeah, definitely. That one definitely confuses me a little bit, but
Zyra, I guess I guess Rovian likes to play some pretty annoying mid laners with Zyra being up there, really making some matchups pretty tough.
yeah, I think it's a good move to get him off of the Zyra and kind of force him on to the Karma. It kind of like of all the picks that he's had this season, it kind of like puts him onto like a very predictable play pattern. He's probably gonna pick up the Karma, I would imagine. And we have the Caitlyn being banned out, so looks like Team Sentinel goes with the first pick, Volibear.
Yep, Volibear's is strong. That's probably going top lane, I would expect.
And now with the Caitlyn ban, we see the immediate pickup onto Kai'Sa for Ziggy's.
Yep, so kind of again, another thing we were thinking about was that Caitlyn was going to be prioritized, but Scuttlecrab wanted to take that away, which leaves Kai'Sa as kind of the top pick there for AD carry.
So it looks like Sentinel picks up the Tristana with Caitlyn and Kaisa. Kaisa off the table. Tristana's a really good go-to. And they're gonna lock in Cassidon in the mid lane. That kind of is a
Oh,
surprise to me, but I'm about it. But
okay, yeah,
so
that
I
looks exciting.
expect to see the top lane here for Team Scuttle to avoid some more bans, and it is. They pick themselves up the Urgot. They Urgot you.
Ooh, and yeah, that's a strong pick. Urgot, we've seen Adulma playing that Urgot to great effect before,
Yeah,
and it looks like
absolutely terrifying.
wants to do it again.
So ban round 2, both teams take out a support from the other team. And Scuttle takes the Scion away. And I don't really know what this ban is. This seems like a weird ban. They're banning out Gragas. They didn't want to deal with it.
Huh. Yeah, maybe that was just a a last second ban, or maybe they've been researching some match history we're not privy to.
Yeah.
But either way, Gragas is going off.
Scuttlecrab picks up the cane here. Get a nice carry jungler in anyway.
Cho'Gath. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so now actually the question is who's going to the jungle and who's going top lane with a Cho'Gath and a Volibear on the team.
yeah. Where are those laners going? Definitely gets called into question here. They rounded
Are we
out
going to be able to see that in pro drafts, or is that going to be a surprise once we get into the game?
basically once we get into the game for sure.
Okay. Well, then we're in for a surprise all the way up to the moment we enter the rift. Oh, the hovering the Zed? Wait, that wouldn't make much sense, right? Okay. Oh, Vel'Koz. That looks better.
Yeah, they locked in the Vel'Koz.
Vel'Koz and Kaisa. That's a strong lane. I mean, Vel'Koz will kind of offer a lot of pressure into any lane. Able to poke down that Morgana shield and just deal damage from afar.
Yep. So we can hop right into game from here. No need to wait the 3 minutes. Is your game one all loaded up?
So you should check Discord real quick. Messages I've been sending.
That would be awkward.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the video being mislabeled or if
Yeah.
the pro draft is just the wrong draft.
Fuck, I don't. All right. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna mute and we'll bring it right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Sorry for the confusion. We figured it out, and we're ready to get in game. So let's bring it right over, and let's play right now. And yeah, everyone's loading up, so we're good. Cool. Great success.
Great. Just for fun, what time are you at right now?
I am at 12 seconds, 13, 14.
Okay. I'm 1 second behind. I can deal with that.
Okay. Cool.
All right, so we'll see if there's any mischief the teams get up to in this first setup. We've seen mostly pretty standard setups from most teams in the Rec League.
Yep.
Nobody's trying anything too fancy unless they get a Blitzcrank.
Yep. Keckrator on that Morgana. My boy Keckrator, repping Team Airdrake. Even from
right.
the grave.
It's gonna have that caster support. Yeah. This is actually the setup we've seen from most teams, which is kind of this like bot lane guards the little path into blue buff, mid lane and jungle, sit in the mid pixel brush and the brush behind it, and then top lane kind of hangs out. We've seen a lot of that.
Shadow of Old taking a nice shotgun knee to the face. Yeah, I mean this is a pretty standard start. Nothing too unexpected here, I would say.
Yeah. Adoma gonna have that big advantage in lane with that poke he got. That's a real game changer.
Yeah.
I think Shadow of Old might even start the lane not quite at full health. So that's an advantage. That's work.
Yeah, man, 45 health down. Literally unplay. Oh, and he gets poked again.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's just compounding.
Gotta give him the shotgun knees. So I'm excited to see this mid lane matchup. This is kind of a fun one. I don't think we've seen Rovian's Kassadin yet. I think this is kind of the matchup to watch. If Kassadin gets ahead, he might just end the game on his own. That character's pretty insane.
Yeah, it feels correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels a bit out of character for what we've seen from Rovian.
Yes.
In a lot of his games, he's played a lot of very safe, supporty, utility-based mages, and now we see a Kassadin getting pulled out.
Yeah, usually. Ooh, big fight in bot lane. There's a lot of damage coming down. Darth Tide might go down, but he has a really good flash. He actually Ziggy's flash autoed, and for whatever reason, his flash didn't reset his auto attack, so he didn't get the auto off before Darth Tide was able to flash out. The reaction flash from Darth Tide was actually not good enough to get out of that auto attack. So I don't know, maybe Ziggy's just canceled it. Could have been his round.
Yeah, it could be. Still got the exhaust from Keckrator though, so a big win in the trade, forcing Darth Tide to down all his potions immediately.
And both his summoners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of potential.
Big problem.
Yeah, and when you're against a Vel'Koz too with no potions, it's gonna be rough.
I just realized Kai'Sa Vel'Koz are like the double rocket team.
They both got big long range rockets coming
the
through.
Vel'Koz Q, yeah, the Vel'Koz Q and the Kai'Sa W have those rocket effects.
Yeah, that one like random thing I was noticing was Morgana's pool seems to be doing a lot of damage. Maybe it's just the Aerie, but that's
non-negligible amount of damage. Well, we have a bit of a low right here, so let me shamelessly plug the Rec League. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Well, subscribe on Twitch, of course. All of the prizes from this season are going back to you guys, to the champion, so I can't tell you what it is, but you're going to love it.
I don't even know what it is. I'm excited.
We got Endo coming up for gank in the top lane, going through the wall. Adoma lands the flip. Endo can land the slow. Shadowbolt flashes it. Good flash.
Good flash there to dodge the Kane Q.
Yeah,
I guess it's not a knockup.
It's not a knockup yet, but it is a slow, I believe. So still a good flash.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think in this matchup, I mean, Cho'Gath's got a great amount of sustain against Urgot, but oh, actually, we got something maybe in the mid lane.
Yeah,
No.
Rovian forced
Okay.
a flash over that wall. The directed camera got the exact frame where he flashed and then went back to bot lane. That was kind of silly looking. Ooh, a really good
Great.
snare from Kekrator.
Yeah, that's a lot of poke onto Tachi.
It's kind of funny, the Itachi Kekrator. It's not, I mean, I don't know if it's a rivalry, but like the competition continues from the quarterfinals into the semifinals.
That's true. The big rivalry in the bot lane.
The big
Ooh,
rivalry.
close snare.
Yeah,
Close
that's
snare.
that snare was
That
really
actually
close.
that could have been really dangerous if
Yeah.
he hit that.
Ooh,
But oh, good snare. But Kekrator's out of mana at this point.
Ted's having some really good fancy feet dodges.
Ooh, Unstream. Unstream actually flashes and only trades for Ziggy's heal, so maybe not worth. I think
Yeah,
he maybe
he's out of
overestimated how
position
close
now
he was.
too. He gets knocked
I don't know
up.
if they'll have a kill here. He's got his passive still. Oh, and they get the damage anyway. Nice first blood.
Yep, there's the first blood.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting maybe the spell shield to save him, but I guess not.
Yeah, or his passive. I mean, he didn't even get ignited. It's just like they got the Kaisa percent damage when you get lower. It was just absurd. Oh man.
Oh, yep. He hit 6 and knew exactly what to do.
Instantly. You even see Shadow of Old cancel his auto attack, ready to get the fuck out of dodge, but didn't have flash, so wasn't able to quite get away from it.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a moment there in Shadow of Old's head where he knew he made a mistake.
Yeah.
Of staying there.
Right. Wow, Rovian is really impressing me right now. I feel like this just isn't a matchup you should be up 50 farm in, especially when the jungler came and blew your flash.
Aether Fox dropping the ignite. They're just looking for the pressure.
And
Almost tags him at the end of the queue there. That would have been a lot.
Yeah. That would have been a
But
lot of Vex damage. By up 50 farm, I didn't. I mean, like up a couple farm
50 total.
at 50. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But still, a melee matchup into a ranged is, I mean, that's pretty good. Take what you can get. So, Scuttlecrab going down early here. Oh, sorry, Sentinels, excuse me, going down early here.
Yeah, actually, that's a. I guess just from farm and kills, there's already a 1.5k bleed.
Yeah, and Ziggy's at the BF already on Kaisa. Starting with the D ring too, I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah,
just,
I
guess it just kind of makes everything she does punch harder.
Yeah, maybe it's kind of a similar principle to Jhin too. It's just easy to spam your abilities more.
Right, yeah, you get a bunch more mana back. That's a good point.
Yeah, and Kaisa definitely is an AD carry who thrives on using her abilities a lot.
Yeah. Oh man, Rovian, that was slick. He flashed like, man, on it orthogonally, I guess, to the it wasn't like a diagonal, it was like very way closer to that of the charm and the REQ and dodged them both. That was really good.
Yeah, he's looking pretty healthy right now. Oh, he just teleported back to lane. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aether Fox actually running a combat summoner.
Ooh, Shadow of Old looks like. Oh, or is Duma the one who's really in trouble here? He's gotta get the block and the ults. And
Oh, but he's got the ult on Shadow of Old, I think. Oh, he seemed to have lost it there.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
he
don't
hit it
know.
onto Unstream. I heard it onto somebody. I could hear the audio.
Yeah, it must have gone onto Unstream, because otherwise that would have been a kill.
Oh, they're looking for this kill. Dropping a ward over.
Oh yeah, Rovian's here.
Maybe. Yeah, if they were a little faster, maybe they could have got him. But instead, now they got 3 people up here.
Crab is sneaking out, and yeah, it looks like they might be poised to do a nice dive in the bot lane. We'll see.
Oh, they might catch Aether Fox on his rotation here. If they can find him. They dropped a pink ward. Oh, he's gonna run right into Rovian here. He's got his ults up, and
Should
yeah,
be
that's
good.
enough.
He's getting out.
Interesting. They decided not to. They kind of opted for the jungle pressure over the possibility of
Getting the
getting
tower.
damage on the top lane. I mean, they might not have been able to take it. Maybe that's the right call.
Oh, Duma had TP. I mean, if you don't go into the jungle and cut the mid rotation off, and Adulma TP's back, you're looking at a 2v3 under a tower, and that might not go so well. It might go well, but it also might not. It's kind of a toss-up.
Silence onto Endo, forcing the flash.
Lots of damage coming out.
Wow. Looks like I think Endo may have I think he could have been out there. I think he kind of underestimated their ability to burst him.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like he kind of stuck around. He might have gotten. Did he get knocked up by the Cho'Gath Q? Might have been why he was sticking around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looked like he had a chance to walk out there, but maybe not. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Shadow hold blue slash for that kill. Probably
Ziggy's ults. Unstream comes in. Ziggy's is out of mana. Unstream does have passive, but he doesn't have passive. Okay, so he chooses to back out. Now Kekraider's
Kekraider's really low here. He gets picked up by Ziggy.
Yeah, in a bad spot. Ouch.
Yeah, maybe just step forward a bit too much. Ziggy's had his abilities up to just enough to ping down Kekraider, get the kill.
Mana regen from the ring, coming in clutch. Not even the killing a minion. Not even the killing a minion part of it. Just, you know, the mana regen.
Yeah, 50% base mana regen. That's a lot of mana regen. Looks like they spot out Rovian on his roam and nothing's gonna happen there. Or I guess he wasn't on a ward, but they must have had a good missing ping from Aether Fox calling it out. Yeah, so not surprisingly, we see a pretty big CS lead favoring Urgot in the top lane, which is, again, this is what you expect in a melee matchup with Urgot. But Rovian's doing a pretty good job at canceling that out in the mid.
Yeah, I think the idea of picking Cho'Gath here is
He's
just
performing very well.
Yeah. Rovian? Yeah,
especially
for sure.
on a champion. Yeah, Rovian is performing very well on a champion that we didn't really know he had in him. And we'll have to see how it comes to team fighting, but he's handling the laning phase very well.
Yeah, he's also just like making these RQs look like a fool. Like that one he dodged the out part of and then sidestepped the in part of. That was just like really sick. I don't know, he's making some really strong mechanical plays on a carry champion, which I didn't expect from him, but is awesome to see.
Yeah, I mean, his Zyra got banned out. I don't know if he was depending on that, but I mean, the fact that Kassadin's coming out must mean he's prepared for this. I don't think he's just going to pull out Kassadin on a whim.
Right, yeah.
Aether Fox still in.
Ooh, he got charms. He gets charmed on this one. He might go down here actually. The RQ, nope.
Flash and ignite, but not enough. Got the potion ticking.
He had to flash to not get hit by the last RQ.
Yeah, it actually looked like both mid laners there were not totally comfortable committing to that fight.
Yeah.
They both kind of did a bit of backpedaling and going forward, and neither one really knew who was going to come out on top there.
Yeah.
Endo's going to drop a pink ward in the bot lane, but Darth Ted's going to say, get out of here.
Kekraider is 6 at least this time.
Yep.
Did we see a good snare? Nope. Okay.
It's a dangerous situation for Kekraider, but he dodged me, so he's just going to walk out okay.
Aetherbox just had a really nice charm on Rovian after the comeback to lane. As he was coming back to lane, landed a charm, max range charm Q, and gave him a nice third of health damage.
Yeah, because especially now, Ari's got that change in where her charm makes her other abilities do 20% more damage.
Can we talk about that for a moment? Do you know how many times they've changed that in this game? It's
yeah, we will talk about that in just a second because Endo gets munched by Unstream.
He sure does. Gets
full bear.
nice and munched. There's actually 2 munches on the side of Sentinels in this game. Got the top lane munch, they got the jungler munch.
Exactly, they want to handle that.
Sorry, what's that? I missed that.
We've seen a bit of change on Ari's E over the course of her existence.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how Riot deals, I guess, with the ebb and flow of the meta. Because last season, you know, getting amplified damage was OP, but this season it seems like they're bringing it back.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would make a change like that to reward Ari players who want to hit their...
Gets hit by the
nice
Kaisa
long-range rocket.
That was awesome, yeah.
There's that rocket comp.
Duma is forced to flash. Wow, that was sick.
The volleyball flip got ended right there at the end, just before he could flip a Duma. That may have changed the course of that gank.
Reached for the auto attack and his flip timer ran out. Not what you want to see.
Now he's trying to fight for this pink ward, taking a lot of damage in the way, but Adoma misses his knockup, so.
Yeah, Scuttle not responding either.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe on stream knew that he could take the damage and take the pink ward and walk out.
Yeah, he had his passive too.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like first turret is going to go over to Team Scuttle Crab.
Team Scuttle Crab, yeah, Ziggy's picking that one up, getting himself a nice big gold lead, especially with the 4K gold lead, or 4 kills. He's actually 2K gold up on his own. Yuck.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
That's a lot.
That is truly terrifying to see an 80 carry like Ziggy's up that much at 15 minutes.
And then we see another 1K. The rest of the 4K gold discrepancies in the top lane and the support, and everybody else is just about even.
Yeah.
Sentinel's trying to get some control of the river away from the Scuttle Crab. Of course, we all know Scuttle Crabs control the river. Kind of hate myself for just saying that.
That's what I've heard. I've heard the Scuttle Crabs do tend to control the river.
And look at this, they also, push out a pink and are reigning control of the river.
Yeah, Endo's looking for Darth's head here, but he's going to force out the rocket jump. Maybe buy him a bit of pressure here for this dragon.
Aether Fox almost had a really sick charm predict there on the casting. Ult predict, I suppose.
Oh, Romian going in for damage, but he's pretty deep right now. He gets the ult out, but yeah, he goes down.
And Donna was on the back line, but
Adoma's got the hook into Kekerator. Is he gonna get enough damage to finish it off? Oh, he gets rooted, and he can't pull her back in.
On the other side, Ziggy's able to solo out the Tristana, taking Darth Head down.
Yeah, it's looking like a 3-for-1 in the favor of Scuttle Crab, which means they are going to pick up this dragon pretty much for free. I don't think anyone's contesting that. It's a good trade overall for Scuttle Crab, putting them up about 5,000 gold, 4,500 technically, and walking away with kills and the dragon. And honestly, it's looking like Scuttle Crab is starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, I agree.
That gold lead is really growing. We're seeing a lot of pressure coming up from their team. And yeah, knocking down the mid turret too. Just barely standing, so.
Yep. Only one outer left for Team Scuttle Crab, and it looks like they're going to rotate up there after they again regain control of the river. This time the top river.
Yeah, and the CS is kind of evened out in the bottom and mid lane, but that Urgot CS is pretty terrifying.
Yeah, still pretty
right
good.
Now.
And despite the fact that Shadowbolt doesn't even have a completed item, he still has a bejesus load of health right now.
Yeah, he's looking real tanky.
He's got what? Ooh, how many was that? He already has his 6 stacks from the minions, so he's already
5 from minions and I think it's 1 from something else. I'm not sure what he took for that monster.
Yeah. Is it? It's large, like, so it's like Dragon, Baron, and Champions that give additional stacks, and other than that, it's up to 6, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, only 6 total stacks can be gained from minions and non-epic monsters, with epic monsters being Rift Herald, Baron, and Dragons.
Gotcha. Sweet.
I'm assuming Rift Herald counts. I assume it does.
The double missile coming out from Itachi and Ziggy's.
Yeah, bot lane getting the knockup. The Vel'Koz ult might be enough here. Oh, and Ziggy's does the follow-up too, just in case. And yeah, that's 3 people at the top lane. Not much Shadow Volt can do there. Meanwhile, Aduma's able to match the bot lane of
yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
In the 1v2, he's able to kind of keep this pushed in right now.
Yeah. I mean, he knows nobody can. You can't really go in on him too much because if he gets the flip and is able to hit those rocket knees, he's only 1 ult away from getting a kill.
Ooh, a really nice snare coming out from Kekerator. It's a blind snare. There was actually no vision in that, despite what it looked like.
Maybe Blue Sentinel could use a little bit of lady luck.
Not in the right place right now. Oh, he has a really sweet dodge there, though, on the slow. Gets double knocked up.
Q, which is great. but
And then
not enough.
absolutely popped by Red Cane and his percent damage.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing a lot of damage coming up from this Vel'Koz support too.
Yeah.
Seems like the story of the Rect League season and playoffs has been these mage supports doing work.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny because usually when you think of like, oh, picking a mage support, it's like, oh, I got autofill to support. Like, I'm not a support man. I just have to pick like a mage that I kind of know how to play. And it's funny because in solo queue that's what you see, but here where it's, you know, much more organized, you would expect to not see that, and yet we still see it. So
yeah, I mean, it comes
interesting.
down to, I guess, if teams are able to know how to take advantage of that.
Right.
And maybe we don't know how to yet. Maybe we're still learning.
Yeah, fair enough.
how to take advantage of the teams that don't have as much of a front line.
Yeah.
Because yeah, really, you look at team Scuttle Crab right now, and they don't really have a front line. But it's also not mattering right now. I mean, Erg is their front line right now. He's basically their front line because he's so scary. Nobody wants to be near him.
Yeah. He's just gonna run at the carries and, you know, hit him with the shotgun legs.
Yep, those shotgun legs are the
He's
key.
got that black cleaver, so those shotgun leg cooldown is drastically lower than the beginning of the game. Tachi getting hit by a snare is anything? Nah, they can't fight at this point, really, right?
Honestly, I think they could have actually pulled the trigger on that if they had the vision for it. Although I don't know, maybe they just didn't have enough vision to trust going in there.
Right. Yeah.
But
sure. True.
I think they might have been able to pull a cheeky little cast in and Tristana in and out.
Oh, there's a lot of damage. That was a
kind of like that.
Snare.
So now they need the out. Ooh, knock up on his Ziggies. He's gonna go down.
That was a really good fight for Blue Sentinel. Here comes
they want more.
Aether Fox from over the ledge. Darth Head is really low. He goes in on Aether Fox, dodges the.
Got his passive ticking.
Oh, that was so sick.
Oh, but Duma hits the ult onto the volley bear as his health is ticking back up.
Kekarator surely gonna go down here. No, not yet.
No, looks like he's gonna walk out. Aduma's gonna try to come to his teammate's rescue, but he's a little late. So now we're gonna see how Aduma's gonna get out of this situation. A full health Kassadin. It's a bit dangerous.
Is it dangerous?
He gets the flip. Oh, but he's so low. He's just not gonna have enough damage to finish it off, and Shadow of Ult's gonna come in for the kill.
Sweet. That was a really good team fight.
That's gotta be frustrating. So close to the epic outplay for Aduma, but it just wasn't quite healthy enough.
I like to see that. I mean, that's kind of just like a life thing, right? Like at the beginning of every series, you gotta make sure that you gotta see if both teams are on the same playing field. And I guess that team fight kind of at least showed to me that yes, they are. Despite how bad the laning went, I think Blue Sentinel can still like get the pick they need and just close a team fight reasonably cleanly.
Yeah, it's important that they can still pull the trigger even when behind.
Right. Yeah.
And I think again, I mean, we have to watch it again, but it looked like a lot of that may have been Otarovian, who really seems to be calling the shots and playing well this whole game.
He really popped in there, destroyed that Vel'Koz pretty quick.
Tachi trying to steal that red buff away, but doesn't quite get it. Instead, they'll just take a dragon. Uncontested, gaining themselves just a little bit of perma advantage on the map.
Endo kind of eating a lot of damage there for
And they're picking out Unstream here. He didn't realize he was sitting on a ward. Are we going to see the ult from Ziggy's here? Here we are. Yep.
I mean, he can chase that down, but what's going to happen to the rest of his team? I guess Sentinel isn't really in position. Robian goes down to the Ergot ult. Volibear does go down to the Kai'Sa on the backside. Shadowbolt gets a chop off.
But Dulma's still looking real scary here.
Darth Ted was not able to rejoin that fight.
Oh, but suddenly an Aether Fox. Maybe gonna get enough damage here to finish off Kekarator.
Ziggy's coming in on the back line.
Yeah.
Really good fight from Team Scuttlecrab. That was awesome. I think
I don't know where Aether Fox was that whole time. He kind of came in at the end and did well, but I just
Yeah,
was expecting a full health mage to just pop out of nowhere.
to be on the back line, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Generally what you want to not let happen if your team's Sentinel. Alduma had a sick ult there on Rivian. Catching Kassadin with Urgot ult is hard. To put it pretty lightly, it's hard.
Yeah, I think you really want to hit that ult after he jumps, even if he's not low enough, and try to burst him down afterwards.
Right.
Because you don't want to try to snipe him at the last second as he's running away, because he probably will be able to just ult out.
Yeah. So
Dylan's had some great Urgot ults. So far.
For sure. His Urgot is a force to be reckoned with. Scuttlecrab here opting to not do the Baron. They didn't feel like they had the timers for it.
Yeah, or maybe they just want to try to take things slow, and they knew that could have been a chance for them to come back. So, yeah, and they know if they just go back to the base, take advantage of the gold they just got, keep pushing the lanes out, they know that they'll have an opportunity to win over that Baron.
Yeah. Yeah, just push the lanes out and regain, do what Scuttlecrab does best and regain control of the river.
Yep, get that river control. Step 1, get the river control. Step 2, get the Baron. Step 3, get the Nexus.
The 1, 2, 3 Scuttle plan.
Yep. A little bit of a late charm coming out. Rogan's gonna walk away. Man, Blue Sentinel.
Step 2, Sean. They're going for step 2.
They are getting step 2. I've just noticed that Blue Sentinel doesn't have any turrets yet.
And that Baron is getting nuked down.
Snared here.
Ooh.
But they're not able to burst him down. Oh, now he goes down.
Darth Ted is just in the middle of the team fight. He just gets absolutely crushed by Alduma. And all of a sudden, it's a clean ace. That was incredible. That was so... Everyone just died at the same time from different people.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just what happens when every single member of your team is that ahead and every single member is a damage threat. I mean, literally, all 5 members of Scuttlecrab are a serious threat.
Yeah. Getting the pick on the mid laner just isn't good enough, right?
I mean, I think the pick on the mid laner could have been good enough, but they, for whatever reason, they did not capitalize on that. Aether Fox was locked down for so long, and they weren't able to. They barely got him to have health.
They weren't able to finish.
So, yeah, they needed to pull the trigger on that right there, and that's a lot of damage coming on that turret. That might just be game.
Looks like Scuttlecrab's gonna back out. They're saying step 3. We're gonna save it for later. Oh, but Darth Ted says no. Hold on. Hold on now.
Right now. Let's go. You're not walking away. Yeah, but you're right. Yep, Scuttlecrab continuing the slow, methodical march towards step 3.
The Nexus.
The Nexus. Step 3.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I mean, I can respect the slow play coming from Scuttle here, the methodical play. They're taking it seriously.
Oh, Itachi.
But Itachi,
wrong neighborhood.
Nice knockup, but not gonna save you there.
Yeah.
He was definitely in the wrong neighborhood. I don't know what he was doing there. I mean, I guess they have so much vision. He pretty much walked over the one place they didn't have vision.
Oh, big team fight. Oh my gosh, Darth Ted getting cracked.
I think Endo's about to go ham on the backline here.
Yeah, Endo just soloed Darth Ted practically. That was pretty nuts. And just like that team fight where they get a pick on 1 damage threat and they don't respect the fact that there are 4 more.
Yep.
And I think that is the game. I think that's step 3.
Still have Baron buff.
Yeah.
There's nothing that Rovian's gonna be able to do here to stop them.
Ziggy's Kaisa looked really good in this game. Kind of exactly what I was expecting from him. And I think they're Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rect League. Again, I am here. I'm a sickly. I'm here with Gulen,
Hello, hello.
and we are gonna bring you right up to speed for Game 2 of Sentinels versus Scuttle Crab.
Yep, and hopefully, we're hoping to see a closer game this time because we really saw Scuttle Crab start to run away with that game pretty quickly. Run away right into the river.
Run it right into the river. So we're into the pick bands here.
Yeah, we're gonna. I guess another pick to watch, another pick band to watch is gonna be this Caitlyn. We're gonna see if that's gonna make it past the initial ban phase, and if so, if Scuttle Crab's gonna pick that up for their first pick.
So we see the same band coming out off the bat for Team Scuttle Crab on the blue side now.
Yep, and the Kaisa band coming out from Blue Sentinel. So again, leaving the Caitlyn up, which means maybe their plan is to just ban both, or maybe they have something else in mind. Maybe if they want to give the Caitlyn and try to pick some other things. I mean, that's got to be a prioritized pick at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Ziggy's showing last game scared them enough that they actually are starting to respect that Kaisa even more.
Yeah, could be.
The Zyra band still coming out against Rovian. That Cassidon was scary, but not quite as annoying as Zyra.
See the Swain band against
Which is that okay?
Alduma.
Yep.
Seems good.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I mean, Aduma's Swain is pretty scary. I mean, not that his Urgot isn't. That's definitely something they should be thinking about. But the Volibear band coming out. So now I'm curious to see, is this last pick going to be a pivot into something like Urgot, not letting Aduma play that? Or is it going to be a Caitlyn? And it looks like it's going to be Urgot. So that Caitlyn is open. Scuttle Crab can just pick Caitlyn right now if they want to. And I expect that they will. Yep, they will.
They sure do. Absolutely. Definitely a good pick by them.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the kind of the champions we expected to be really big in this series. And she was big in game 1 by being banned, and we'll see her
Yep.
be big in game 2 by maybe rocking the game a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to play into Caitlyn. What's the character, you know? What's the go-to?
Okay, so you were talking about Galio last game.
I sure
So
was.
are we thinking that's going to be a Galio top or a Galio mid?
I think right now you can flex it because so other than that Cassidon game where Rovian just played really well despite the loss, I think he still has that support mindset coming from the mid lane. So to me, I could see him. I could see that going to the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, either way, it's a really good flex pick. Scuttle Crab doesn't really know where they're going to put it. So, Vlad and Trundle coming out. So that Trundle, really good against tanks. So if that is a Galio mid and they put another tank at top lane, that'll be great for Scuttle Crab. And the Vladimir has just been so dominant the whole playoffs. So just in general, a really great pick for kind of just lane domination and for team fight damage.
So we see Darth Ted hover the Sivir and then lock in the Xayah. I mean Xayah's really good right now, so I can respect that, I suppose.
Yeah, and I think it's a champion he's comfortable on too. So
Yeah, that too, definitely.
I think a lot of it can come down to that. So that Zillion coming out against support there, most likely. I guess they've already got the mid laner, so yeah, they don't want to see that Zillion. Huh. I wonder if it would be in Blue Sentinel's favor now to pick a more mage mid laner and put that Galio top so they're not so dependent on the tank line for Trundle.
Yeah, also picking Vlad, I had that as my two like choice picks because I knew the Vlad could be in Aduma's back pocket here, and I think it might be still. It could go middle, but I think it might be in the back pocket of the top laner, and I think Galio is a reasonable matchup into it. You basically, as Vlad, you basically can't kill a Galio, excuse me.
Yeah, it'll be difficult, but that's a good point. That could just be a Vladimir top. We've seen Aduma play it more than we've seen Scuttle Crab's mid laner play it. So Master Yi, I don't know how much we've seen that. We've seen it a couple times, I
Yeah,
guess.
Unstream has
But
popped off on that before, so it's not
yeah,
that surprising to me.
looks like they were scared of Aether Fox on Ari there. Is that? Yeah, hovering the Echo. I don't
He
think we've seen too
locks
much Echo.
that
They're gonna
one
lock
in.
it in.
Yeah, that's a aggressive pick, I would say. I don't know
Yeah.
where it's going. That could go to Unstream in the jungle, and it could go to Rovian in the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean this whole game right now is so up in the air.
Yeah,
No,
there are a lot of
solid.
there are a lot of flex picks here, but I think the Syndra will at least show us a little bit more about Scuttle's draft here.
Yep. They've actually that Syndric has kind of locked in a lot of what could be happening here.
Yeah, and it's not like they had a choice; they couldn't hide it anymore. They lock in the Vel'Koz to round out their comp of essentially 3 mages: Trundle and Caitlyn.
Yep. I guess they just want to do what they did last game. We've got, and to some extent at least 5 damage threats here, depending on how Trundle builds. I expect to want to build a bit tanky with this comp, but that's still a lot of damage coming out with that Vel'Koz. They're not playing Ace Soul, right? I don't think.
I hope not. Yep, and there you see the
Nocturne
jungle lock in. So that
So
is an
that-
echo in the mid lane.
Yeah, unless I mean,
wow, it could be.
I guess it's still
why is it? It
flexible
could be an
top.
echo top. Yeah, but I think they just want the matchup, right? Like I feel like again, I don't know. Echo, I feel like would do okay into Vlad too. But
Yeah, I mean, I think both of them would be fine into Syndra, so it really comes down to who's more comfortable with Vlad.
with what champion? It's interesting. I know Shadow of Old to play both of those champions at a really high level, so I think this one's all on Rovium, whatever he's comfortable playing, and it looks like he's gonna stick with the Echo.
Yep. Well, let's pop into the game and find out.
Yeah, so that is that. And now I gotta get the game loaded up because I didn't. This was the G2 one, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The properly labeled G2.
Properly labeled G2. So I'm loading in here, and we should get this one on the road. I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you good, or do you need me to pause? Or
Oh, sorry.
sorry, all good. No, all good. I'll put it back to 0. Okay.
Okay.
I'm on 0 right now.
Okay. Tell me when to hit play.
Go.
Ooh, no countdown, but I'm good.
Sorry.
I'm at 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 7. Cool.
All right, close enough.
Close enough. So there are a couple matchups. I mean, Echo into Syndra is a pretty doable matchup.
Yeah, no combat summoner.
You can just
from Rovian there.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's going TP. I mean, I think that's actually probably good. It's hard to stick around in a range matchup as Echo. You gotta hit level 5 to really get your keys to start clearing the waves. Before you can really have a good sustain in the lane. So.
Yeah, and most of Aether Fox's kill pressure is going to come post 6 when Rovian's going to have his ults anyway. So the teleport is the right call, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got Aduma with that spellbook ignite in the top lane. Again, we see that's pretty typical. You take ignite for that early pressure, and then as soon as you go back, you just take teleport.
Yep, for sure.
So I expect that's what we'll see.
I'm digging this Caitlyn Vel'Koz comp. That seems like it's going to be really annoying. Just like very long range poke.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to get a lot of damage onto both mid laners and then kind of just tear them down from a range.
Yeah. I'm also excited. I'm excited to see how Shadow of Old impacts this game. As Galio on the top lane, I feel like it could be difficult.
Yeah, you definitely have a harder time I mean, you can't roam to 2 different lanes, basically.
Ooh, Ziggy's getting... Oh, man. I think this is just a kill right here. Oh, nope. Not quite. All right, he's going to heal. But some really good bush cheese from Kekrade and Darth. They don't get the flash. They only get the heal, and they got traded back a lot of damage, so could have been better for them, but...
Yeah. Overall, slight advantage to Blue Sentinel, but nothing too bad.
Yep.
Not going to win the whole lane over yet.
Definitely not something you expect to see from a Nocturne jungle. The like, no leash. Or maybe... Oh, did Galio leash? He must have, right?
Yeah, I think Galio gave him a bit of help.
Gotcha. Ooh, Galio gonna get a lot of damage down on the Vlad here.
Yeah, he's got that level 2 advantage.
Yep.
He's taking advantage of it. Ziggy's is really low in the spot lane, and he has no potions.
Yeah, he knows. He's just gonna base. That's the smart play. I mean, it sucks, but like the wave's pushing towards you. There's a cannon minion. You're gonna lose the cannon to the tower if they push hard enough, but you won't lose too much else. So it's the smart play.
Yep. Looks like he got a refillable potion, just because he knows he might be taking a bit of poke.
Yeah. Ooh, in the top lane, Shadowfall gets ignited. Endo goes for the dive. He's gonna die for this, though. That should be a kill from the tower.
Oh, that last shot.
He dies to the last minion tick.
Minion. No.
Oh, man. And unfortunately, Shadowfall hadn't quite respawned to pick up those double buffs. So those double buffs are going straight to the nether. Straight to the Shadow World. Shadow Realm?
Oh, man. Yeah, the Shadow Realm. Oh, that's too bad. Almost could say calculated there, but his calculations were
really nice play from Darth Ted and Kekraider in the bot lane. That was slick.
Yeah, good job picking themselves up a kill. Turning their spot lane around already.
Kekraider had a very, very nice black shield. And forcing Ziggy's flash.
He knew he was out of position there, and he had to flash out. He kind of chose the wrong path going up there. I think he was just paranoid about the Morgana binding.
Yeah.
It was good on Kekraider to hold that. It's kind of that Blitzcrank strat where
you just walk
you actually have that hidden pressure while your cooldown is up. So you want to you can almost affect them without using any abilities. And it's the same goes for Morgana's snare.
Yeah, really well played from him for sure. Shadow of the Vlad Galio interaction. It's interesting, right? Because so right there, Galio dove in, missed the Justice Punch, but would have landed the taunt. Aduma immediately pulls it, but because you're pulling from full health, you lose 20% of your health anyway. And then when he comes up from the Q, gets hit by the Galio Q as well. So it's don't even know if it's worth it.
That's a weird matchup. Looks like Endo's sitting in the mid lane with a pink ward. If Robian pushes
gets the
in
stun. But Aetherfox is totally out of mana, so he should be fine to walk out. He'll get the stun and the shield and walk right away.
Yeah. Aetherfox just maybe didn't quite have the mana to follow that up. He could set up the gank, but Endo wasn't going to be able to do enough damage to get the kill on his own.
Yeah. Still good.
Actually is low though.
Still really good on Rovian to hold his flash there. Some people may just panic flash and not really take account of the whole situation with no mana on the Syndra, but he held it. He read the book. Ooh, Kekraider going really deep.
Chachi gets hit. Kekraider's gonna live here
though, I think. Yeah, he is, and now Ziggy's is in trouble, I think.
Oh, this is close though.
Oh,
the pool is gonna just be enough.
Somehow they both get out by the skin of their teeth. That was insane. And from Scuttle's perspective, that was a tilter, as you would say. Yep. They both get out with 1 health.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been lower. I mean, it was a somewhat safe play, but yeah, I mean, we're seeing the bot lane is looking quite the opposite of last game.
Yeah, the Xayah pick is really being effectual, and honestly, Kekraider's Morgana bindings are on point right now. He's pressuring with them really well, and when he does throw them, he's hitting all of them, and that's pretty huge.
I agree. He's doing a great job just applying pressure as Morgana, and then when he does pull the trigger, he's being pretty good about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so you see the Nocturne just power farming. He's just trying to get to 6 so he can ult and affect some of these lanes. he also already has winning lanes, so he's less pressured to try to make the play on the map, whereas Endo's kind of looking for that right away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. Endo kind of probably feeling like he's got to do something here to bring his team back. On stream is going to be happy just to farm till 6.
Right. Ooh, Endo in the bot lane, gonna take out the pink ward. Scuttle gonna regain control of the river.
Yep, maybe just posturing up for that dragon.
Step 1. Is dragon step 1.5?
It may step
Ooh,
1.5 maybe.
oh man, Aetherfox is deleting Rovian before he can even react to it.
Yeah.
He had,
Didn't even have time to ult.
yeah, he had 2 balls down and he flash R ignited, and because he flashed to point blank range, the ult hit Rovian way sooner.
Yep. Good use of Syndra's burst there, and how to play against Echo.
Yep.
Try to deal that damage as quickly as possible.
Right. There still was time. I think Rovian could have reacted to it. It wasn't like instantly, but still really good play from Aetherfox.
Yeah, I mean, he's just making it as hard as he can, basically.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Shadow Wolf taking a lot of turret hits there during that
Yeah,
trade.
but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think the follow-up is there. Oh, Aetherfox is roaming up.
Yeah, Aetherfox was walking up, but I think, unfortunately, Aduma was too scary. Excuse me. Nocturne is 6 waiting at the bottom lane. I think they might just try to make this happen. They've got actually this level 6 advantage on Ziggy's and Itachi. Neither of them are 6. If they can just hit one snare, or even a Zaya snare, they can set up that kill.
I think
but
Itachi and Ziggy's are kind of aware that they haven't seen Nocturne all game. Like I bet if you hit tab on their screen right now, it'd be like level 1 Nocturne. Like has he even connected?
Yeah. Endo's hanging out near the bot lane now, but he doesn't really have a route to get into the mid lane without being spotted.
Ooh, but they're overcommitting really bad right now, and here comes...
Yep.
Oh,
hits the knock-up on a Dart's head.
Keckrator saves the Black Shield for himself.
He's got no flash. This should be a kill.
Yeah.
Ziggy's flashes. Unfortunately, Itachi gets the kill, but still. Kill goes over to Scuttle Crab, so...
It's hard to communicate that, playing Morgana Zaya. As the Morgana player and the CC's coming in, I think I would have expected the Zaya to ult, and I would have shielded myself. But then that happens with the Zaya doesn't ult, expecting the shield, and then it looks really awkward. Ooh.
Ooh, Aetherfox getting really greedy clearing out that pink ward. I mean, that's all that was.
Unstream diving in and just doing a lot of damage very quickly. He is going for the warrior on this Nocturne, so we expect to see the kind of like one-shot build that people have been doing. I personally think it's really silly to do this on Nocturne when you could just pick Rengar and it would be way better. But Nocturne's the champion they have, so...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's just one of those things where maybe he just knows how to play Nocturne and isn't as comfortable on Rengar, so right, Nocturne it is.
Yep, exactly.
I want to point something out at the mid lane after having played Echo a bit. This happens a lot, where it seems that when you're doing okay or even well, Echo's Q always gets the minions to like one health.
Yeah.
And then they all just get slaughtered by the minions. That shit's annoying.
Yeah, not relevant to this game, but that is the same exact thing with Twisted Fate, and it is terrible.
Yeah. So I felt Rovian, I just saw he threw his Q out, the caster minions got to 1 health, and I felt his pain.
Yep. Shadow of Old, getting some Sentinel river pressure. Wearing out a pink of Elduma's.
Yep, he's resting Aegis here. He's
yeah.
going for the mega team build.
It's not
assuming he's going for an Aegis.
Yeah, I mean honestly, against Vlad and Vel'Koz and Syndra, I wouldn't even be surprised.
A good snare in the bot lane.
Yeah,
they think they're gonna follow up on this. Although Darth Head's gotta be careful.
Keckrator dives in.
Flashes for the ult. He's in.
He's really in. He's gonna get this kill, but he's gonna go down.
As much. Yeah, I think Darth Head couldn't go in because of Aetherfox.
I think that was
still might go down actually.
Okay, good ult.
Oh, good ult. Yep.
It was
he picked the low ball central.
It was one of those things where the second Keckrator flashes in there and Rovian's yelling, "Hey, my mid laner is coming down. Don't go in." As an AD carry, you're like, okay, well, Goodbye, support. Best of luck.
Yep. See ya.
Ooh, a really
Yeah, I
good
mean, that's
combo
just-
from Shadow Bolt there.
Yeah, but you gotta wonder where the kill
Ooh.
pressure here is. Oh, that's the
From
kill
the
pressure. It's a
Nocturne,
Nocturne.
but not enough.
Yeah.
And they're gonna lose
Would've
Jordan
been
for
nice
it.
Yeah, I think they really had to get Vlad's pool before doing that.
Yeah, it's hard. That's
Yeah. They're trying to set up a dive though. They got 3 people at
I
this top
will
lane.
say I do like.
Oh, they get the taunt.
Oh,
This could
and
be
the
it.
Fear's gonna come too, and the Echo from the back.
Yeah, beautiful. Echo coming in from
Darth
behind.
Ted doesn't have ult here, but should be okay. Staying safe with the Black Shield.
Yep.
Ziggy's was almost in snare range.
Oh,
was
barely
sweet.
dodges that snare, and they're gonna return damage onto Kekurator. But not quite enough. Oh, but the Vel'Koz is gonna tickle him for the kill.
Oh man, and Ziggy's that feels really bad when you do the net Q combo and just forget to shoot the Q, because that would have been a kill onto him instead of the support.
Yeah. But you know, Itachi's a pretty good carry.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
go
for
over
sure.
him.
Yeah, it is the banner of command in the top lane, which again against Vladimir, Syndra, and Vel'Koz is a pretty
Oh,
reasonable
okay.
pick because it's hard to kill that thing. It's really fucking hard to
Yeah.
kill that thing. I
Thinking
think,
about the team.
did he
thinking
just
about
put
how
it in the
to
mid
split
lane? I think he just put it in the mid lane. Oh, no. Didn't. I lied, he put it top lane.
Nope. They're in the top lane. Gonna push against that Vlad. Yeah, it's gonna be really annoying for Vlad to clear.
Yeah. Basically just have to auto attack it to death. And it, you know, it kind of clears the way for the wall easily too, so
Do you still get gold for
yeah,
the kills
you
it makes?
do.
I know that used to be a thing.
You
It
do.
still is? Okay.
Yeah. And with first tower gold on the table, I'm pretty sure you would get first tower gold if your cannon minion were to take first tower.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's like
you see the amount of pressure this lets Shadow of Old have. Aduma has to sit there and deal with that. Shadow of Old walked down through the Wraith Pits, cleared out a ward, took the Vision Plant.
Yeah, wow, I'm actually really liking this Banner of Command Galio.
Yeah, and Aduma
Is that-
still is not even out of lane. It's been 2 waves of this cannon just taking farm for Shadow of Old. And you
Yeah,
you know what? That cooldown on Banner is almost up. So
Yeah. Ziggy's and Itachi are pinging that bot turret. I think they're gonna try to get as much damage as they can.
yeah,
while this...
trying to get the first tower. Big damage coming down into Endo. Maybe they can turn this around and get the mid lane tower first.
Oh, that mid lane turret's low. They're gonna pick this up.
Yeah, they're gonna
first.
pick this up.
Blue team's turret has been
Nice,
destroyed.
good play from Team Sentinel.
Yep. And Scuttle Crab's gonna return the bottom turret most likely, but
Red team's
not
turret
quick
has
enough.
been destroyed.
And they're gonna get collapsed on, but I don't think anything's gonna come of this. There's wards everywhere.
Oh, Ziggy's, you gotta back up. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe he's
Oh,
just
nice.
thinking he can
He
outplay
doesn't
it.
get stunned, so just gonna poke on the way out, and no Nocturnal.
So one thing I think. Ooh,
Oh, they're still going for this. He
Yeah.
dodges the snare, but that makes him step forward.
yeah, that was a really foolish decision to stay that long.
Yeah, I mean, they had to have known that they were rotating.
Oh,
there.
but Aether Fox and Vlad are here, so Kekret
There
is
from Kekurator.
gonna go down, I think.
Adoma looking for the kills on
Yeah,
this too.
Adoma looking to just destroy this right now, but
Oh,
he's
but
gonna
nice
go down.
Zonias to get the stun shield and not allowing
Yeah.
Adoma enough damage to kill him. So 3 really low members from Blue Sentinel
Very,
here.
very good use of the hourglass there.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Or I guess there was a stopwatch.
Stopwatch,
even.
yeah,
That
not
was
even the
sometime
hourglass.
Yeah.
So one of the
Endo's
combos,
chasing here.
yeah,
Not sure what he wants to do. Yeah.
it's just being Endo. The aggression.
Yep.
The aggression jungler. I think one of the things that's kind of interesting to me here is the team comp that Sentinel built with the Galio Nocturne. I think the potential is there for like that, almost that like J4 Galio combo or Camille Galio combo, where you just kind of like Nocturne ult the backline, Galio ult the Nocturne, and wreak havoc. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's in some ways it actually has more strength than the J4 because people might not even know that Galio ult is coming. They
Right.
might actually not be able to see the ult until it's too late.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they've been researching some pro-Korean strats or if they've devised this one on their own, but it's looking
Could be.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it could be pretty cool. It depends how well they execute it. Oh my gosh, that was absolutely a sick snare from Darth Ted. He snares Ziggy's and Itachi with the same snare, with the same.
And not only
beat.
that, but he dodges the Vel'Koz knockup. That was really
Yeah.
well played from Darth
That was really awesome.
One stream gonna go down though.
Yeah, the problem of playing the super super squishy assassin junglers is you don't win a smack fight against.
Oh, Dark Ted, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, he's baiting with the ult. That's what he's doing. He's gonna trade the kill.
Oh
Okay.
man. But yeah, you don't win a
Gonna get
smack
style
fight.
points.
You don't win a smack fight against the Trundle like that. But you know, they still came out really ahead of that. I think they're gonna pick up a tower in the bot lane and in the top lane.
Uh-oh. Kekraider getting caught out. Aldoma immediately ults him, trying to burst him down, but he gets locked down.
Duma did not pull that snare.
Yep, that needed to happen if he was going to make the kill. I think he might have just pulled to try to burst him with more damage. Maybe he expected to do more there.
Oh, he pulled her like he ult pulled. Okay, gotcha.
I think he had pulled earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Reasonable then.
Advantage to red side again. This time, of course, that being Blue Sentinel, but not nearly as bad as last game. This is definitely anybody's game still.
Yeah. I think last game the lead actually might have came like later into the game. This is pretty early. Like this is 17 minutes, right? Like
Yeah, I suppose that's true. I guess in terms of pressure, in terms of individual carry potential,
right.
it feels a lot closer.
Yes, no, definitely. I feel like Scuttle definitely still has their team comp, and their team comp can definitely work in this game.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really loving Blue Sentinel's comp here. I think it's just really, it really feels like they were trying to do something very specific.
Yeah, and they managed to do it in the draft.
Yep.
Which is not that easy. Oh, Endo is in
Endo
the
gets
wrong
snared
hood.
here. Nice flash taunt to keep the CC going. And they're just going to follow that up with everything. But they got to be careful walking in this corridor against the Vel'Koz. I'm surprised he hasn't ulted yet. He didn't just be
There it
backing
is.
out.
There's his Vel'Koz ult. It does a lot of damage, but it's just not quite enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Vel'Koz did a crap load of damage in that team fight.
Oh, hits a knockup. But not enough. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a bit more pressure laid down.
Yeah,
from
just
him.
like
It's
a
funny,
little
I'm
bit-
saying this like he's a mage, but he's in support. But
Yeah, just a little
Yeah.
bit more aggression. I feel like Scuttle actually really could have taken that team fight in the jungle. You're totally right about that. I think they had the team to do it, and all they had to do was keep Aetherclocks alive, like go in when he hourglassed instead of kind of running away back to the tower. And they might have had that.
I think that because of the positioning there in the jungle and the fact that they've got Vel'Koz and a lot of other AoE mages, I think that they could have taken. And the Galio ult came out pretty late, actually. I think they could have taken that fight and won.
Yeah,
it in a different universe.
because we talk about the Nocturne Galio combo, but on the other side you have the Vladimir ult into Vel'Koz ult, and that is just a disgusting combo. That will wreak havoc. So
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much sets up your Vel'Koz to just pentakill them if they're in the right position, taking
Yeah.
the extra 10% damage plus the damage from the Vlad ult.
yeah, for sure. But as we're saying that's all magic damage, and you know what the other team has? 2-1 and 7 Galio. So
Yep, with an adaptive helm and a banner of command.
yeah, so this
He's
guy,
looking pretty tanky right now.
he's pretty tanky.
Yeah, I think the name of the game for them is going to be let's kill people who are not Shadow of Old.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get the right catch, the issue, I guess, is they don't have that many CC tools, but if they can get the catch on him like this, and they have the Trundle ult to, like, kind of mitigate some of the defenses.
Yeah, but they have to be careful committing too many resources, or the positioning
Yeah.
here from Endo.
The position here is huge.
The Nocturne ult just
Ooh.
confuses them. So much damage onto Ziggy's there, but he's not going to go down.
The Nocturne ult was really sick, but they didn't execute the Galio ult on top of it. That confused me. But it was still good. And it looks like Blue Sentinel's going to pick up a whole heck of a lot for this. They're going to take the dragon while they're picking up this extra kill on Itachi.
Yep. Tachi doing his best to delay them. Oh, Dark's head on the back end, picking up the dragon too. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aether Fox getting
Dragon.
real aggressive here. Stepping up.
Yep, but that banner of command menu coming down again from Shadow
and,
of Old.
and no one took any dematerializers, or if they did, they used them already. So those are going to be very, very problematic. If Blue Sentinel ever get a Baron, I mean, game dead. Inhib's gone at least. At the least, the Inhib's gone.
I mean, at least they have Caitlyn to kind of poke away from far, but if
Yeah.
they can just keep pressure and keep Caitlyn at bay with like Morgana snares and such, that minion is going to be unstoppable against this team.
Yeah, for sure. The Caitlyn Q, and if she goes rapid fire first, will maybe be able to get out there and get that range down. But
yeah, I'd like to see rapid fire. Although, man, the itemization from Ziggy's right now is really rough.
yeah, it just doesn't have anything. I mean, I'd like to see
mean,
it. I'd like to see a completed item, let alone a specific completed item.
You look at that Ziggy, at the build that Ziggy's has right now compared to Darth Ted, and that's, I mean, they're not even on the same level right now
Yeah,
in terms of how much they can contribute.
Darth Ted has virtually double his gold. It's not quite. It's only 5,000 up, but that's pretty
Endo
gross.
trying not to get picked off here and drop his pillar defensively, but he doesn't. He's being a little greedy going for this Gromp. He's surrounded by people from Blue Sentinel here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
Scuttle Crab are
walk
definitely gonna have to play the long con to come back into this game. This is a long game ahead of them if they want this game back, because they're down a lot of gold.
Yeah, I mean, one of the silver lining here against this Blue Sentinel comp is the damage Nocturne does fall off into the later game.
Absolutely. A good
Ult coming out from Darth Ted. Was that to dodge the Syndra ult?
So Syndra snared him, or stunned him, and he expected the ultimate, so he ulted immediately after the stun ended, but she didn't ult.
Interesting. Yeah, I like the playing safe.
Oh, there it is. There's the Galio Nocturne combo. It didn't have that much of an effect right there, but Ziggy's did get snared by the Morgana on the back end of it.
Yeah, well, what's important is that it didn't hit the knock-up. Oh, but big damage from Adoma coming out.
Yeah, and
Aetherfox is still alive.
Yeah, Aetherfox. Yep.
Ooh, big Echo ult to come back in, though. Is he going to have the support to stay in? Not quite. Yeah, so the
Okay.
Galio ult didn't hit the knock-up onto the team there, but as is the case with a lot of Galio ults, it was the pressure of, hey, you guys need to get the fuck out of this circle.
Yeah, you kind of like can't fight right here. You can't be a unified force in this circle.
Yeah.
And so, I was about to say, now we see the problem of Syndra and Vlad trying to kill us Banner Command Minion, but the tower did it for them. Good
yeah,
guy,
and it was
good
just
guy
caster
tower.
minions.
And yeah, it was just a caster as well, for sure.
Yeah. But again, on the Galio Nocturnal, I think we're seeing like a pretty good combo there.
Do you think
that has a lot of potential to kind of just like, they can pick a target, and then nobody can really go to their defense. Is kind of the strategy here. Like nobody can move forward to kind of create a line where they defend this person getting picked out by Nocturne. Not that they have much of a front line to throw there, but
yeah, their triple mage team comp does not have. If you're playing Nocturne in this, it's like almost a dream. Or even, I mean, even if you're playing Rengar, it's just like, wow, look at all these targets.
That's true. This is a great team to play against when you're a Nocturne. You can pick almost anyone. I mean, even Endos on Trundle sometimes. That could be a target to just pick out and kill.
Something else I really like was just kind of the draft adaptation from Team Sentinel. They're not just like banning everything against Adulma. Their top laner has really been able to manage it. I think this matchup was huge. I think this is a really good matchup for Galio. And even Cho'Gath into Urgot, I see what the purpose of it was. It didn't pan out in that game, but I saw how it could work. So it seemed, I guess my point is, it seems like Shadow of Old has picks specifically in mind to deal with Adulma's champion pool, which has thus far been a problem no one's been able to figure out.
Yeah, because we have seen a lot of people throwing just all their bans at Adulma, and it still doesn't really work if they don't have the top lane to be able to deal with that. So, yeah, so you're right, I like what Scuttlecraft has done here. Or sorry, what Blue Sentinel has done here.
Yeah, and all right, we do see the rapid fire being completed on the Caitlyn, so I don't know if she heard us or if she read the book about the banner command, but
yeah, that's the right call.
It is the right call. It stinks. It kind of sucks that she doesn't have Infinity Edge yet. I mean, obviously, missing a lot of damage there.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to be, honestly, they need to be really careful about fighting until she does pick up that item.
Yeah.
But Endo getting caught out here, just chaining the CC against him,
Yeah,
and he's got the
He
Merc Tread.
pops ult on the
Yeah.
Shadow Bolt, so he should be able to just waltz right out. But they do get the Everfear Trundle ultimate there for free, so Sentinel should be happy with that. They can basically take a team fight whenever they want at this point.
Nice cheeky steal from Darth Ted, getting that blue buff.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yep. And that cannon minion, empowered cannon minion, doing work in the bot lane, bringing a big wave of casters to that bot tower, while everyone's focused on the top side.
Yeah, really good.
I think that Blue Sentinel is just going to grab the Infernal here. Yep, that's pretty big.
Yeah, and
what you want as a
Team
one-shot
Scuttlecrab.
nocturne.
Team Scuttlecrab going back to the strat. They're on stage 1. They got to get control of the river, and they back out.
Yep.
They do not do so.
Scuttlecrab's got to work on step 2. I guess they're not even done with step 1 yet, so they gotta finish step 1.
They gotta finish step 1. They gotta control the river first before they can take the Baron. Ooh, Ziggy's is in a world of hurt right now.
Oh my god, that's so much damage coming from
Oh,
Darth
but he's already used his ultimate, so he just gets destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, big 2-man stun from Echo. That's gonna catch out both carries. Nice stun from Aether Fox to knock back, but
Okay, he goes down.
I think he's probably toast.
Yeah. Now we finally see some armor getting completed on this Galio, so he'll be even more unkillable to Ziggy's, even if Ziggy's ever completes the Infinity Edge, which he just did.
Well, there you go. He's got that IE. He can do something. Yeah, Trundle's gonna have a hard time keeping him off this turret, I think. Or maybe not. He's actually doing okay, but it's not one of Trundle's strengths.
Yeah, he's just running at Kekri.
Yeah, gets snared, but he doesn't really care. He's sitting in a lot of health. He's gotta be careful eventually, though. They might have.
Ziggy's is back. This could be a really good turnaround for Team Scuttlecrab, but it looks like the snares are going to be enough to deter them.
Yep. Yeah, good stare by Kekerator, and then that Echo Q is just so good at disengaging, so
Yeah.
keeps them back, and they get into his flash, just because why not?
Yeah, right. But Scuttlecrab's like, well, the joke's on you. Back to stage 1, getting control of the river.
Yeah. Oh, that's not rush
And
stage 2 here.
starting the Baron, just going
They're
straight for
rushing
stage
right
2.
into stage 2. They barely completed stage 1 of the rest.
Oh, a sick play from Aether Fox to get a nice
But
start.
he's not dead. He's gonna bring down Aether Fox with him.
Oh man.
Galio onto the back line, setting up a lot of CC into a Doma. That flash snare from Morgana doesn't quite hit. A lot of damage coming out from Itachi, but he's gonna bring down the support, but that's gonna be it.
Oh
And we got
man.
2 members standing for Blue Sentinel after all of that.
Wow, what a chaotic fight. I mean, not the worst idea from Scuttlecrab, but maybe they just forgot they were playing against Nocturne and Galio.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great catch onto Darth Ted. It really sucks that they just weren't able to quite get enough damage to finish him quickly, because he returned damage onto Aether Fox, which meant they didn't have a mid laner, and kind of just made a 1-for-1 trade into a team that they were down against.
Yeah, I don't think Aether Fox had his ultimate up. And I guess they did probably take into account that the Galio ult at least wouldn't been up, but the Nocturne building at least 2 items of CDR, his ult was ready to go. Rearing and ready to go, so he dove right on in there.
Blue team's turret has
And the Galio did have TP, which is also how he was able to join, so.
Yep. I mean, started as a decent catch that they couldn't quite follow up on, and then that kind of semi-global pressure offered from the Galio and the Nocturne meant that they could close the distance and engage right back on the Scuttle.
Yeah. So, a lot of kills in this game. 18 to 35 in 33 minutes, or 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's certainly a bloody one. And Scuttle really wants stage 2 to happen. They're trying to make stage 2 happen.
I mean, honestly, they have really good stage 1 control. They have a lot of good river control here.
I'd like to see more pink wards in the river right now, to be honest.
I don't know how much they pinked it or if they've just swept it. But
they did a good job clearing the vision, but it'd be a lot easier to hold it with pink wards, but looks like their single pink ward is going to go down here. As Blue Sentinel starts setting up some stage 1 of their own.
Yep.
It's funny actually. Blue Sentinel has two methods of clearing Caitlyn traps. They have the Nocturne Shield and the Morgana Shield.
Oh yeah.
Really do not deter
Yeah.
them much at all.
Good thing they didn't go with that Sivir. They definitely didn't need the third one.
Yeah, the anti-Caitlyn team.
Yeah. Ziggy's with the blue trinket onto Baron, I believe, right there. So they have vision on it. No one's cleared that out yet for some reason. Will not understand this one.
Oh, big burst on Aetherfox. Ropain is just gonna take him down.
Wow, I totally missed that.
Huge
Darn.
burst.
Yeah, the Lich Bane
basically
Death Cap with the
Yeah.
Proto Belt, that's just a lot of damage. Just
He
gonna-
threw out the parallel convergence and kind of just walked at Aetherfox, and Aetherfox, I don't know if he didn't see it or he didn't respect it, but they pick up the Baron, and Shadow of Volt is just not dying in the middle of the entire team.
Yeah.
I mean,
Doom,
Shadow of Volt is just invincible right now.
Yeah, I don't even have anything to say about this team fight.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I didn't see all of it, but it really looked like Shadow of Volt's strategy there for the Baron was just to walk into the entire enemy team and not take any damage.
yeah, just live it all.
Yeah.
He's 5-1 and 18, so sounds about right. And I think Blue Sentinel's gonna close this one out here.
Yeah, we're seeing the GG's coming out. Aetherfox gets some nice damage. Takes down Shadow of Volt, bringing down the KDA. Maybe an on-stream too. No, not quite.
Almost.
Gets himself a kill. Why not?
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
But that looks like that game's gonna end 19-41 with Blue Sentinel coming out on top, making it a
That was-
1-1 series.
That was a bloodbath. That was quite the I don't know, rabble, quite the rumble. I don't. That was intense. That was pretty nuts.
It was pretty intense. It was a rumble. We can call that a rumble.
Cool. So we will be back in I don't know, a couple minutes. But
Yep.
in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Magikarp Festival. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrecked League. I'm Isickly. I'm again here with going to bring you Game 3 of Team Scuttle Crab versus Blue Sentinel.
Yep, and I'm so happy that we're bringing it to a Game 3. After seeing some pretty decisive wins from both teams in the first two, I am hyped to see who's going to bring it out in the third game.
Yeah, it definitely should be good. So I think we can just hop right into Champ Select here. Ba-boom.
Yep, sounds good. And again, I mean, we saw the Caitlyn get picked up, and I mean, there were a lot of factors in that game, but the bottom line is Caitlyn didn't win them the game, and it actually
It did
didn't even
not.
win them the lane.
Yeah, definitely
So
not.
I am curious to see if we're going to see that Caitlyn prioritized like it was, or if that Kaisa is going to suddenly become. Maybe it's just the confidence of seeing how Kaisa went versus Caitlyn, and if we're going to see Scuttle Crab pick up Kaisa again, or try to.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I don't know.
Because honestly, there's nothing wrong with the Caitlyn.
Is it gonna be?
I mean, it's just
It could be
how the
banned
lane went.
though. They could just ban the
It-
Kaisa again.
they could, but yeah. I mean, it's like I think the Caitlyn is fine, and they shouldn't be discouraged from playing it just because it didn't go well last game.
Yes.
But I wonder how much that's going to play into it.
Yeah, I agree. So we got the Swain and Urgot ban coming out from Blue Sentinel, and the Tarek ban coming out from Scuttle Crab.
Yep, and with that, we might see something like a Vladimir coming out from a Dulma again, unless they're going to drop 3 bans on him, which we were complimenting them on not doing earlier, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Scuttle Crab's really sticking to their bans. I think Tarek, Zyra have been the first 2 bans in every game. They know that they do not want to play against those champions because those are very specifically targeted at certain people. Those are not
Yeah.
like general power picks. Those are very much targeted at people.
True.
And they hover that Vlad ban, but they end up going with the Kaisa. So yeah, maybe they thought about it, but Kaisa ends up being the final ban. So Vlad's open. We might see that from Adulma. I mean, again, they didn't win the last game, but he played well on it, as he usually does. So if they've got the right comp for it, it can be good.
Yeah, and it looks like Shadow of Old is just going to say, you know what? We're going right back to the Galio. Pick the Vlad into it if you want. I dare you.
Yeah, speaking of confidence, I'm sure that Shadow of Old's feeling quite confident after that Galio performance, so he's just going to do it again. I don't think we have to speculate this time. That's going to be a Galio top.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can pretty much safely say that at this point.
Oh, but they forgot. We've all forgotten about the Yorick.
Yeah, I'm sure he was trying to hold this one as long as he could. Just wait until the finals. Wait until they needed it. Wait until crunch time. But here it is. Alduma's Yorick. Probably one of the more terrifying things the Wrecked League has seen yet.
The top laner that started it all.
Yeah, really.
And good. I'm glad to see Scuttle Crab not afraid to pick that Caitlyn again, even after the way last game went. I think that there's a lot of ways that they can make that work in their favor again. But Blue Sentinel. Oh, wow, the name is a bit messed up on that. Blue Sentinel.
Blue Sentinel.
Oh, Blue Sentinel's pick.
Yeah, there should be a space there.
Well,
That's really
okay.
interesting. Because the pick is gonna alternate. The pick must alternate. Yeah. Unfortunate, but
I
it's
thought
gonna.
someone-
Yeah. See, so now it's Scuttle Crab pick. That's really just.
That's
Woo!
unintended.
That is not good.
Okay, well, Trundle coming out against the York. That's kind of what we've talked about as the classic way to counter York. But does that mean that we were wrong? Does that mean that this is now a Galio middle? That
Yeah.
actually
Did they flex it up?
Yeah,
could.
maybe they really are flexing it. Because that would be great. I like Galio into Ari, so that could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the alternative is that's a Trundle jungle, but I kind of doubt it honestly. I would like to see
Blame
that
Rovan,
Blue
who
Sentinels
forgot to remind
feels
me
comfortable,
to
like
record.
actually flexing the Galio and not just having it always be top. But we'll see. I don't know how Rovian. I mean, we actually no, that's not true.
So
we know
we could
Rovian likes to
also
play
ban Gragas
or
here.
has. I think he's comfortable on Galio.
Force him on the
so.
Kane again. I think
Yeah.
Nocturne wins that 1v1, right? Or maybe do we want ban Kane
Man,
then?
Kekrator's got to be
Force him
feeling
on the
pretty
tank.
good right now, eating up all these bans.
Yeah,
Because
it's
the Kane did get a little
not too shabby.
good.
Definitely,
Ooh,
definitely making Itachi and Ziggy's kind of
Ooh.
afraid of what he can break out. I mean, his Morgana was just
I'm
so
okay
on
with the
point
Kane
last
ban,
game. If he's
Tanya.
gonna hit snares like that again this
Or-
game,
Yeah, Kane.
game's over. So might as well take it away.
Yeah, I think maybe they're scared of his skill
So,
shots in general
Kekrator,
because they also banned that
How
plus
are
crank,
you
Yeah.
so.
on
For
like,
sure.
They're gonna ban away the Echo,
supports?
which means
Like
means
Karma?
they must think that that
or
is a Trundle jungle
maybe
and a
Lulu.
Galio top.
Yeah,
And
probably.
again, maybe they're right. We don't know yet either, but
Alright, never mind.
that's what they're thinking. Kane ban coming out. Yeah, that Kane was
I don't know. It's up
pretty rambunctious in that first game.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive. That was just kind
Who's
of
your
just
support? I
killed
don't have Nocturne.
everybody.
Oh, might see like a good old classic Warwick. This is a nice safe pick,
Anyone but Braum?
and it's kind of
sorry,
nice maybe
I-
seeing that safe pick
Fuck.
when you don't know who you're going to be jungling against for sure, and you're not totally sure. So it's good to see that coming
Yeah,
out.
that's fair.
Oh, Rovian.
It'll help laning phase.
He's
really
thinking
well, too.
about this Kassadin again, but he's going to go back to Karma. This is much more the speed, I think, that we have expected from Rovian in this tournament. We expect him to be playing these high utility,
I trust it. Let's
often
go.
support role characters in the mid lane.
We need the
Yeah.
80 damage too. I think.
Or maybe just like not meta, right? Because like Zyra is not, I mean, exactly the most supportive role, but like she is supportive. She brings an incredible amount of CC.
Yeah. Oh, and the Master
but-
Yi coming out. I was
Yeah,
wondering
sorry.
about that
I,
because they had a lot of support and not enough damage,
Yeah.
but they just changed that with that one
Yeah,
pick. They've got the
but-
damage.
Yeah, they
Oh,
say,
this
you
is
know what,
perfectly
we're
fine.
taking
I'm
the
okay with them
damage
picking Leona.
to damage down.
So really interesting here. They don't have much engage,
Oh,
but
I don't want the E.
man, they're gonna be able to take those fights well, which speaks to the fact that now Scuttle's picking up the Leona, so they've got the
Okay.
engage, they've got the Ari charm, they've got the Leona, they've got the Warwick ult. They can start fights.
Yeah.
But are they gonna
Warbreaker.
win them?
So
Making those picks
Actually,
into
this-
a
Constable, who am I
Galio
talking
and into
about?
a Karma.
this does get swapped up. This is a Galio middle and a Trundle top lane and a Karma support. So definitely
Oh,
not what I was expecting.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I was.
exhaust.
Yeah, I was totally not even thinking of that.
Definitely.
So, yeah, they're definitely taking advantage of,
We do.
of their flex picks.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think it's a lot of flex picks. It almost seemed over flexed, but like, I don't know if you could ever really do that. But at the very least, they have a team comp that they're comfortable with. So both teams do, I would say. I think they're both very comfortable with their picks. And I think we can send it over to the Rift.
Yep. Let's check out the Rift. Let's see what people are up to.
All right, I'm
So what-
in game.
Let me know when to play.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
One thing I'm noticing right away is the Predator coming out for Unstream, which is not unexpected, but it's always scary. Or is
Dark,
that
Dark
Predator?
Harvest.
Oh, Dark Harvest. I think that's actually what I meant. I got the name wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Harvest.
Predator's
coming out.
Speedy is Speedy Boy, and Dark Harvest is Farmy Boy.
All right. Well, we definitely can expect a Farmy Boy from a Master Yi.
Yeah, that's no surprise there for sure. Is this, are we gonna see some shenanigans from Ziggy's and Itachi? Are they gonna try to pull the same shenanigans? Yeah,
Oh, they're gonna try to, but this time they're getting caught out.
give them
Yeah,
a taste
I
of their
think
own
they were-
medicine.
Yeah, they were privy to this one. They weren't gonna let that happen again.
I like seeing Itachi on a I don't want to say real support, but a real support.
A tank, maybe.
Yeah, a tank. I mean, I think his Vel'Koz was fine. It played well both games, and it was up here too. But they just didn't want to go back to it. They wanted to give Ziggy's a front line.
Yeah, I kind of appreciate that. I mean, they do have the damage in Aether Fox and Ziggy's, and maybe they felt they needed a bit more appeal and engage in their comp.
Yeah.
Because they certainly had the damage before. They're not rocking the 5 damage threat team
Right.
anymore.
With the Yorick, I mean, as you know, he's just gonna sit in a sideline for the eternity of ever.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm good. I'm glad to see that they're confident resting this game on Ziggy's shoulders by because he's gonna be their damage here, a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, Aether Fox is gonna make great picks and like bring down a target, but winning a team fight is probably gonna come down to Ziggy's here and how well they can set him up.
Yeah. How well they can keep him alive, honestly, with the Master Yi Galio dive combo.
Yeah.
Could be worse. Could be a Rengar.
It's true. And Rengar Galio, I bet that's scary.
Yeah, I feel like Galio is just a really scary character in general. There's just so many characters that have terrific engage.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen. Have we seen any Rengars in the Rec League yet?
Somehow, no. None of the junglers play it, thank God.
Yeah, I guess it's just not in the champ pool. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. But the pick that I'm really sad to not see in this semifinals, I want to see more LeBlanc, because I feel like that character is just so fun to watch and so oppressive in lane and just very, very strong in general.
Yeah, we've only seen it from Shoemaker, I think, right?
Yeah, correct.
Well, you heard it here first. We want to see more LeBlancs. We'll get hyped for it.
LeBlanc's and Yasuo. Yasuo's on the come up.
Yeah, just make sure to consult your team before picking Yasuo.
Yeah, make sure you can prove to them that you're
Gank
the
in the mid lane.
sickest
He
Yasuo.
blocks the knock up. They get the charm onto Rovi, and that's going to be a kill.
That was an awesome first blood from Aether Fox and Endo. Endo really reading the Justice Punch correctly, where Galio like jumps backward for a second.
Yeah, I mean it's great if you can see that coming and stand in the way, because when you're playing Galio and you're kind of counting on escaping with that, it can feel real bad.
Yeah.
And it looks like Endo might be looking for. Oh, he was thinking about another gank. They didn't have vision of him, honestly.
Oh, Tachi goes in, Ziggy's nets sideways, and nothing happens.
Got a little hype.
Oh my goodness! Alduma just not respecting the damage from Shadow of Old from the press the attack. Very close to going down, has to flash out.
Yeah, that trundle of press the attack damage can surprise you. I remember we saw that lead to a mid lane kill in one of the previous games. That third hit will chunk you.
Yeah.
Especially if that third hit is a bite.
Okay, so Master Yi is just taking Krugs from a Warwick. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, he's getting spotted out though. They know he's
Ooh,
there
wait,
somewhere.
they should collapse on him right now. Galio's here. Oh, I don't know. I'm watching bot lane.
I think Unstream's just not feeling comfortable with how low he is.
Oh, he was very low. Yep, good point. Good. Oh, and my camera just went haywire. Nothing to see here. Shadow Bolt getting locked in with the ghouls, taking a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, Duma, I like that he stayed in just long enough to hit his Q twice in that fight. Kind of like the perfect amount that you want to be staying in for a trade there as Yorick.
But the thing about the Yorick wall is Trundle's really good at getting out of it. Even though he doesn't have a dash, he can kind of just like... He can either auto attack reset with his chomp, or he can just put his attack speed buff down and just smack it a couple times.
Yep, that's true. There's a good poke down here at the bot lane.
Yeah, Xayah Karma is just depressive.
Yeah. Endo's kind of hanging out, walking back and forth on a ward.
This is really bad for Dulma right now. He might be dead. He is dead.
Oh yeah, that level 6 from Shadow. He's gonna just get one more auto. Oh, but he regens enough health. The potion ticking away. Oh, that was so close.
Yeah,
Shadow of Old didn't.
Shadow of
I guess
Old.
he must have already flashed.
He gave him the good old "I know you're dead" on this auto attack and walk away confidence, and it did not pan out.
Yeah, I wonder if he could have kept chasing, and you know he would have taken a turret shot or two, but he could have gotten the kill. It certainly looked like he was gonna die.
Yeah. that pillar was a bit more towards the wall that he cast, because he got Aduma's flash earlier in that earlier trade. If that pillar was a little bit more towards the wall, he would have, for sure, not been able to escape. It's kind of funny
still
that...
really well played.
Yeah, still really well played, for sure. But in the end, I mean, in that second trade, he just trades his flash for nothing, or lane pressure, I suppose, which kind of sucks, but he's got the level advantage still, so... and he's going to keep that level advantage because he forced Aduma to base. It's kind of funny. I hadn't really thought of how, like, both Trundle and Yorick have, like, their terrain generation, and they're both, like, no dash, so neither of them can get out of the other one.
Yeah, that is actually kind of funny. They both can have a huge effect on each other with their terrain.
Yeah.
Doma hits the ghouliness onto, what is it called? The Morning Mist onto Shadow Vault, but he doesn't have any ghoul boys up, so not going to do too much.
No spooky boys.
Yeah, no spooky boys to lay down the hurt.
It's been a really
Yeah,
interesting mid lane matchup to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And
one of those things where I've seen Aether Fox hit his full combo onto Rovian, and then Rovian just doesn't care.
Yeah, it
Because
just
he's
doesn't take
Galio.
damage, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, but
Oh, flash ult!
yeah.
But Aether Fox doesn't have a, I mean, I don't think his abilities are even up right now.
Oh, unstream from the
might not
backside.
matter.
Big damage. Taking out Aether Fox.
That may have been a miscommunication, I think. Endo went fucking ham there, and I think Aether Fox just didn't have the cooldowns up to back it up.
Shadowvolt
Which
getting
meant
the Maiden in the top lane too.
Yeah, but one thing about the Maiden is that just because you pop it in a fight doesn't mean it's done doing its work.
Ooh, really good flash from Death Head. He didn't have the mana to ult there. He was a dead Zaya if he didn't flash.
Yep, now Warwick. Both junglers sitting around the bot lane.
Ooh, really good engage from Itachi. Gonna get some headshot damage, but unstream
Yeah,
showing up.
Master Yi now. But so is the Wolf. Keck Rider might get caught out here. Has to flash.
Galio
Oh, but
comes
Endo's
in.
gonna get caught by the Galio ult. Big damage onto him, and he's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Teleport comment, is he gonna finish it? Nope, Aduma's gonna cancel that. Yeah, a lot of hectic play, a lot of back and forth, with the ultimate end result being 2-2 with mostly even gold.
Yeah, 2-2, but they get the Aduma, the Yorick teleport. So Shadow Bolt has a really big lane advantage again now with his TP still up.
Yep, that's a good point.
If he can, honestly, if he can force the Doom out of lane at any point with his TP right now, he can take the tower. He just needs to go for like a slightly unfavorable trade, base, get health back, TP back, and take the tower.
Ooh, Adoma almost trapped him within turret range there. That would have
Yeah.
been huge.
Seems like he might be able to bump himself
Ooh, Aether
out.
Fox is walking around top lane, and he's got a pink ward to protect him. They might make a kill on the Shadow of Ult here happen. He's gotta hit the charm.
And he has no... Oh, he does have ult. Oh, but it's not
Yep,
gonna
he
matter.
dashes in. Great dash to hit him with the Q return, and that's a kill.
Yeah.
Great roam by Aether Fox.
Relieving a lot of the pressure that I was just talking about a moment ago.
Yeah, it's too bad because Shadow Bolt actually was able to live for a little bit there, and the teleport never came out from Galio.
Really, really good CC chain in the bot lane.
Oh, damn, double kill coming down for Ziggy's.
Yeah, really, really good CC train. That was sweet. And probably first tower going down, although not if Rivian has anything to say about it.
I'm curious to see what he plans to
Oh,
do here.
it
Oh,
was
that's
Shadow
Shadow Bolt. See if his ult's up. No, he doesn't have his ult.
Okay, here's
They also cannot
Rivian.
juggle this turret. Shadow Bolt, I think they're going to try to collapse on Itachi here, who's way out of position.
Rivian
but-
isn't coming down for this though, so I think
Yeah,
Itachi's just
maybe
gonna be
Aether
able to walk
Fox.
out.
Yeah, you're right. He's going to walk back to try. Oh, that works. No rotation from either mid lane there, actually. Maybe they weren't really aware of exactly what was going down. Shadow Volt's gonna walk over a ward and saunter through the mid lane before heading back to his home and top.
Yeah. They saved the tower.
Aduma.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, Aduma's still doing his York thing. He's never gonna leave his little island up here.
Yep, and we see the Tiamat coming out for Shadow of Old, helping take out some of these waves.
Yep. Tom Nom Noms never forget. Rip.
Rip, rip, rip.
Yeah, that Tiamat will definitely help him stop the oppressive Adoma push. Some stuff going on here in the mid lane. The Ignite comes down. I don't think his Charm is up, but he's got a lot of damage. Oh, Adoma flashes in, but actually Aetherfox just picks up the solo kill.
Yeah, it didn't even need him.
So Adoma's just going to smack the turret a little bit. Just let out his pent-up anger. A good job by Shadow of Old, though. Kind of following up on that turret. I don't think Endo's going to be able to actually fight him here.
Yeah, he should be able to clear the waves. He has a Tiamat of his own, so... Ooh, Itachi barely missing that Leona E. I should know the name of. Zenith Blade.
Yeah. I don't know any of Zaya's name abilities. Double Dagger. Double Dagger. I've like never heard anyone say that before.
Throws the double dagger. They're not daggers, they're feathers.
I'll bet you even Freak doesn't know that one.
Yeah.
Some tussling going on in the top lane. Big damage coming out.
Yeah.
Endo's gonna get the fear,
Oh, and
but
Shadow
Shadow flashes in.
Shadowville just puts him in the dumpster.
That was probably a pretty close kill. That was good
Yeah.
estimation. Good
Ooh,
knowledge of
Unstream
his,
had a really good flash. Should pick up a kill here. So now we have a 2-0 Yi, who is like 1,500 gold off of Ginsu's. Oh, and he's gonna get another
When he's
one
about
here.
to run into Ziggy's.
Yeah.
Whoa, Ziggy's getting caught way out of position.
Free kill from
Unfortunately.
Ziggy's.
Yeah, unfortunately Kekrator picks that up, but
Donating
yeah,
that one to the
gets the assist.
Sentinel fund.
Yeah, it was secured.
Secured that one, yeah.
Technically, Ziggy's did have his heal up, so
True.
who knows? Who knows what kind of shenanigans could happen?
Blue team slain dragon.
Yeah, he had heal and flash, actually. He had both.
I think the flash just came up.
Oh,
Actually.
the flash just came up. Okay.
Rovian takes a bunch of damage, but he's Galio, so he doesn't care.
Aetherfox
Oh,
is
Aetherfox making a
not
big mistake here, I think.
Oh, but uses everything and gets out.
Yeah.
Oh, or
Finds his way into a Zaya. If you see his charm up, oh, that's a lot of damage.
now Zaya's got to run forwards here.
A flash ult from Endo, but I think that Unstream... Oh, but Leona shows up. Interrupts the channel. But now we're going to see Master Yi go down. This is just a crazy back and forth.
Kekrator's...
Ziggy's is now here with full health. Kekrator's stuck in the pit. He's got flash. Okay, he's going to flash
Oh
out.
man, that was so good for... It was so good for Sentinel, and then they just threw it away over chasing onto Ari.
Yeah, that was a pretty big overchase.
You get her ult and her flash like that, and I don't know, just leave it alone. Leave it alone.
So fight's going on. I think
But,
Shadow
yeah.
dropped the ult.
I was gonna say this Trundle has red buff right now, so he's kind of a big deal.
Oh, I'm really surprised that Maiden didn't come out sooner. But oh, he's gonna live actually.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Is that that's the first turret? Wow, coming in at 15 minutes here.
For
Going in favor of Team
Ziggy's
Scuttlecraft.
and Itachi, I feel like that is a repeat of game 1.
Yeah, it might be. Take your word for it. Yeah, but I mean, I think I can definitely say this time the gold is definitely way more even than the first two games, which is exactly
Yes.
what we want from a game 3. So this is great.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice damage coming on the Ziggy's, but I think they're going to be able to siege down this top turret, or this mid turret. No, sorry. Ult coming from Aetherfox, but Tachi goes pretty deep. Misses his ult. He's just kind of getting
Too
left
deep.
alone by his team here.
Master Yi was on the backside too, trying to zone out Ziggy's from really impacting.
Oh, looks like that worked pretty well. I didn't even see him. Tachi is doing another wild chase through the jungle here. Is he going to live through this one too? He's walking on top of a pink ward.
Oh, Unstream gets Warwick ulted in the Wraith Pit. Galliwell comes down.
The Galliwell's coming down. Damage reduction isn't enough to save him, but now what's the follow-up going to look like? Endo goes down. Now in the top lane.
Yeah, Doom was in
Repeat
trouble
of what
here.
we've seen. I feel like every time we go to the top lane, this is what we see.
Yeah, this is why Trundle's so good into Yorick. You just kind of beat him up.
Yep,
Although,
you drop your ult, slow him, and beat him up.
I do say that, but Alduma does have a nice CS advantage. Nice 10, or not even 10.
Oh, a little bit. Honestly,
nice,
in the grand
a nice
scheme of things.
single wave CS advantage.
Yeah. Oh, really good pillar there. Actually blocking Adulma with the pillar and the minions to get a bunch of poke damage. Yeah, Shadow can definitely pressure this turret right now. It's not too much Adulma can do. He's just gotta try to get his health back. Yeah, this is great. It's great seeing Shadowfall execute on how this Trundle Yorick matchup should go. I think he's doing what he needs to do right.
Yeah.
He's got the right build for it. He's got that Ninja Tabi and the Tiamat.
Yeah, that's something a lot of top laners can go really wrong with is building a single item really fast as opposed to getting these like incredibly strong like partial items. Oh,
Mastery engages with an Alpha Strike. Nice Leona ult. Try to save him. The Magic Shield procs, and I think he's gonna walk out here.
I am kind of surprised Leona lived that one.
Yeah, I mean, what's he? He's sitting on an Eye of the Aspect. I mean, it's a bit of health, I guess.
He has a bunch of armor,
Actually, he's got
too.
armor. I guess he's
Yeah.
got armor, which he was against 2 AD threats, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess looking at the team comp of Sentinel, they have almost entirely all AD.
Oh, Shadow Volt's gonna go ham here and get snared by the Leona, who's just gonna sacrifice her life here to get as much CC as possible. Endo's in the backline, ulting Unstream.
Huge root pull from Darth Ted. Lots of damage.
Oh,
from this
really
Saya.
good net by Ziggy's actually. Just netted right over the cone.
Yeah,
Cone in this skin.
the traffic cone.
Yeah, the
Just
traffic cone.
completely ignores that. That would be a violation. Write him
Yeah,
up.
Can't be breaking the law. Officer Trundle ain't cool with that.
Let's see. Okay, so I mean that like kind of puts Sentinels right back in. I mean they were never really out of it, as you said earlier, but
Yeah, it's still
this
looking
is
real close.
evening
but,
up the gold here. So
Yeah, that turret actually brought it to just about dead even in gold. And really, nobody's really, no individual is running away with this game. Nice dodge by Unstream there. Catching Aetherfox out of position now, actually. He's kind of regretting going in now.
yeah, and
And they're going to follow it up. Itachi's going to sacrifice his life here again, but drops a lot of CC.
is he
And maybe
gonna
Itachi's going to
sacrifice
walk
his
out of
life?
this. I think he's actually just wailing on the
The
front
caster
line,
curse strikes again.
but yeah, Itachi being a tanky motherfucker and just running in there.
Yeah, he's really not building for anyone on this team except for his own survivability, and that's fine for now.
Yeah, I mean, when your job is to go that ham, maybe that's what you need.
Yeah, or maybe not even when it's your job, but if that's how you're gonna play it,
Yeah, sure.
then that's what you need.
He definitely is playing the disrupting, engaging Leona, not the peeling back Leona.
Yeah, for sure. But so far there hasn't been like that much threat on the Ziggies. The Master E has threatened him a few times, and now we have the Ginsu's Master E, so
Yeah, I think as the game goes later, we're gonna need to see Itachi peel back, because he's great at keeping Master Yi off of Ziggy's, but
He
he's
just
gonna
has
actually
to.
do it.
yeah, gotta get that
Uh,
exhaust down as soon as possible.
Yeah, so I kind of want to see that adaptation made, but I'm not optimistic it will. I think he's just gonna. I think he's probably gonna go ham every fight.
Yeah. So we see
yeah, this
Trundle in the
Infernal
top
Break could be
lane
pretty
without TP. I don't even think they know what's happening right now. It's
big.
going.
Yeah,
Oh,
that happened pretty fast.
they did have a ward in there. They just couldn't do anything about it.
Yep. So Infernal going over to Team Scuttle Crab. So while the gold is even, actually the gold is even, and so are the drakes. I mean, you could argue that Infernal is more valuable than Ocean, but one drake on each side.
Yeah, I think Infernal's definitely more valuable than Ocean at this point. Like, during laning, I think I'd rather have an Ocean. Like, as my first buff, I feel like Ocean's just so good. But
yeah, good rotation here from Blue Sentinel, but they've got to be careful they don't get caught out of position here. Just like Trundle is now. Really good ult from Aether Fox. But the Galliol's going to kind of keep the fight going in their favor. The Warwick completely misses, but he's staying alive.
Ted.
Not for long.
Oh! Oh! The Master Yi!
Oh.
That was sick.
Yeah, and Ziggy's, again, staying safe on that backside.
But...
Oh. But... York doing York things, and as great as that fight looked for Sentinel, that was a 4v5, and so Aduma and his maiden are
Decorator
gonna
gonna take the solo kill onto Ziggy's here. Well played.
Oh, didn't even see that one, but
Sees
good
him,
job, Decorator.
just waits for him to come up for the minion wave and lands the empowered Q.
Nice job. Gonna deny Ziggy's that farm, and get himself a little gold.
Yeah.
Oh man, the gold is still even.
This is
We have all these crazy fights,
yeah,
these
this is
objectives going back and forth, and it's still even.
This is the kind of game you want to see, dude. This is my game, dude. This is sweet.
I'm excited in game 3.
Shadow Bull just Blue Sentinel skipping straight to step 2 out of the Scuttler handbook
I mean,
here.
they've got one pink ward, so it's kind of step 1. So step 2 it is.
Yep. And it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bold step 2. Nobody saw it coming, including Team Scuttle Crab, so that's going to be a free Baron.
Ooh. Is Itachi caught?
Itachi.
Oh, but he just went back in.
He goes back in. Alright, he's out.
But Darth Headed based. Sai was yelling, "Don't take this fight! Don't take this fight!"
Yeah, probably. In fact, they're still looking for this fight. I think maybe they know. Oh, almost dodges the charm, but not quite.
Wow! Oh, Itachi with the
great Leona stun. Oh, and they're following it up with a Warwick ult. They're diving on a turret here, which is pretty bold. Itachi's going really ham here. Unstream on the back line, trying to take that Aether Fox.
Darth Head really wanted the highlight play there, but it didn't quite work out. And we see the Pentakill! Ziggy's pulling up again.
I believe there's a quote from a previous game, which goes something along the lines of, "Pentakill for Ziggy's!" And we're gonna say it again here. So, good job, Ziggy's.
That's what I'm talking about. That's sweet. But are they just...
Yeah, oh my god. Darth Head almost had the highlight play there, though.
Yeah.
That was gonna be great.
That was almost insanity.
Yeah.
They're gonna take 2 inhibs. Are they gonna stay? They shouldn't, and they don't. They're gonna back out.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about turning this even game around.
Yeah.
The gold's only 2.5k in their favor now, but the momentum of this game has taken a dramatic shift with those 2 inhibitors.
Yeah, you need a big turnaround in a game. Call Ziggy's. He's your guy, and he pulls it off again in this one with the help of his team, of course.
Yep, and it's like we were talking about. Itachi and Endo even have picked champions to support the damage coming out of Ziggy's. Kind of like we called that was going to be the pick, and actually.
Ooh, Shadow
I wonder
Bull
if Shadow Bull
getting wrecked by this red buff right now.
Endo's got his ult. He pops his W so he can chase him down.
But...
I mean, Endo still wants this, but I think Ziggy's might not be on the same page. Yeah, they're just gonna back off. Blood Hunt, that's what it's called.
Ooh,
good catch.
Charmed.
Good shield though. Keep himself alive.
Darth Head in the wrong? Actually, okay, Itachi now.
Itachi's now in the wrong neighborhood. Doing his Itachi thing and staying alive.
Yep,
but not that
it's going down. Yeah, Kaylin and Warwick just based from bot lane right there. Just said, we're done. We don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those situations where like it's a great opportunistic catch, but you need to have an out plan.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, for Scuttle, if you're thinking about the overall, like, what do you need to do to win right here? All you have to do is go top lane and march it down, you know? So why even try for that catch when you could just go top lane and it's so much more guaranteed?
That's a good point. I mean, I think maybe that's what Aether Fox is thinking, because he got the hell out of there. I think maybe Itachi just overstayed a little bit.
Right.
Aether Fox still walking around that jungle looking for a pick, but man, that was a big karma queue. He's got a Morellonomicon on that Karma. Try to shut down the healing from the York and the Warwick, I guess.
This tower's gonna go down. They find Endo in the back on. This is Unstream and Darth. Yeah,
He's forward a bit too much there. They get his heal.
Oh my gosh. They just destroyed Endo in the backline. He was looking for the flank, but
Oh, good job catching him out.
now this gives Sentinels a pretty big breath here, unless Scuttle's going back in.
Well, Ziggy's got really low from some poke there and some poor positioning to let him take a turret shot. So they need to. I mean, I think they need to back. This is a chance for Sentinel to make a comeback.
Darth Head is really looking for it right now, but he gets charmed. I mean, this
Oh,
just isn't-
Unstream pops his ult and he's running. They're gonna try. Oh, big Leona ult.
This just
Does
isn't.
Aether Fox have the damage
Yeah,
though?
this is.
That Master Yi's really low.
They
Can
just tried to
finish him off?
force that way too bad. That was an
Yeah.
absolute disaster
Oh,
for Team
Galliwell coming
Sentinels.
down, but he's gonna be left alone
He's
inside
just
the
gonna
pit.
die for it.
Oh, but I wonder if Darth Head can do something here.
Yeah, Darth Head
He's got
coming
the
back in.
damage. Yep. Rovian's got the. Yeah, Rovian can take
Nice.
it. Darth Head's got the damage.
Well played. Okay, they pull it back from the brink of utter despair right there. I was really thinking that could be it, but they pulled it back with a nice
Yep.
double kill from Rovian.
Skull picking up another Infernal though. So that's nice, but honestly the gold has kind of been equalized here, and I think those inhibitors are coming up sometime in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
So Blue Sentinel's doing a really good job at negating that huge advantage that Scuttle had set up for themselves.
Yeah, I haven't been super impressed with the Unstream Yi in this game. I think like he hasn't been playing it poorly. I think he's like mechanically. I think he's been dodging stuff with his Q enough. But I think his ult timings have been really bad. I think he like has been trying to use it as like a run at you tool, and they like pretty much removed the possibility of that occurring when they nerfed they put the duration into 7 seconds. It only lasts 7 seconds unless you get a reset.
Yeah, that's true.
You basically can't use it to run at people.
Yeah, you kind of gotta use it mid-fight to just help juke around and stay on top of people.
Yeah. Or you need to pop it right before someone's gonna die, so you get a nice 14
Blue
seconds
team's
of it.
inhibitors respawning soon.
Yeah.
Blue team's inhibitors respawning soon.
It's a similar concept to like Vayne ult. You want to do the same thing where you don't really want to just pop it off the bat. You kind of just want to wait until you get someone low, and then you pop it, and you get a extended duration of it.
Yeah. And then if you're me, you tumble and then ult, and then you sit there like a dummy to start the fight off.
Right, classic. Yeah.
Looks like the inhibitor's getting pinged out, so I think they might just want to run it down mid, but
Yeah,
I
I
have a
think
hard time with that.
they gotta just try to get these inhibs. Trundle's not in the best position. Master Yi is not either. But this is a pretty tanky Galio at this point. It's gonna be
Okay,
hard.
yeah, I think they need to put Adulma into a different lane.
Yeah.
Kind of have him do his York thing. I mean, at this point,
I
that
don't
advantage
know.
is negated a little bit.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
don't-
hard for him to do that, I
don't-
guess.
I don't know how good Trundle is into the York late game like this. I want to say it'll work, but I just don't know. But they're going to send Galio down?
That's interesting. I think the Trundle will work.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised if it did not.
Oh, jeez. They get a catch here. York
Teleport
TP's
coming
coming in already. So they relieve the bot lane pressure.
Yep. It's enough to peel off the fight at least, and now Ziggy's has got to be going back to base.
Yeah, Scuttle Crab should just back out of this one, I think, and regroup. Shadow Volt is Unstream is not.
He's on a ward.
Ooh.
Oh, just misses the Zenith Blade. That would have been a kill.
Yeah.
Kill into the jungler when they're dancing around Baron would have been huge. But now it's Shadow Volt's turn to be the annoying split push. Oh, Endo just misses the ult, but he still gets the fear onto Darth Head with a lot of damage.
So much damage.
But he's not going to be able to finish him. Darth Head's still doing damage from the backline, but now he's kind of backing off.
Shadow Volt TP's into the forest, into the jungle, but he's unable to affect the team fight. And now we should see inhibs fall.
Yep, it's a 2-for-1 trade favoring Scuttle Crab, so they're going to walk in and take what's theirs. They're going to take those inhibs.
Blue team's inhibitor
No
has
minion
been
pressure on the top lane
destroyed.
now, so probably not looking for 3. Oh, they're going to try to close the
whoa.
game here.
Yeah, they're just going for
paying
the
the
end.
towers to close the game.
They don't care about the second inhib.
I don't know if
But
they
they
can.
have Maiden to tank, but it's gone.
Oh,
Shadow
hold on.
Bolt
Although
is
Shadow Wolf's going to go down. That's
dead.
a lot of
Oh
CP.
man, Darth
But they
Tag
get
just
the
got
snare
caught.
onto Darth Tag.
Ziggy's with a really good auto attack combo, and
Oh, and now
Wow.
the chain feeding
the
might
chain,
be what leads
the
to the
chain feeding. No.
yeah.
Blue team's turret has been
Yeah, everyone
That
just
was kind of a 1-by-1 at the end there.
yeah, they all kind of went one by one, and their deaths got singled out. I mean, still really good effort from Blue Sentinel here. Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely was the best game of the series. So I'm glad that was game 3.
Yeah, for sure. So, but you know, we get some resolution anyway, and we have your winner up on stream right now. We got Team Scuttle Crab. Congratulations, Team Scuttle Crab.
Yep. Well played, both teams, and congratulations, Team Scuttle Crab, for taking the victory.
So they will be playing against Team Ocean in the finals. In the Rect League Season 3 finals, I couldn't be more excited, to be honest.
Yeah. I think we're all looking forward to seeing this finals match, which is a best of 5.
Yep, it is. Best
Okay.
of 5.
Best of 5, and I think we'll be doing some fancy shit for our casting. So
Yeah,
best
hopefully.
best of luck to everyone who's going to be doing that.
Yeah, it should be a good time. I want to reiterate that the finals will be on the 13th. That's the plan until further notice. They're on the 13th. We don't have a time yet. And yeah, hopefully that'll work out. So follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, sub on Twitch, and we will see you at the finals.